Hello. I thought I would do a little snippet video about some of the information I've been reading in my book because while the book is titled Healing Oils of the Bible, it really is much more about basic essential oil usage and how to use it for the health of your family. So one of the things that the book goes into detail, which I'll go into more detail more if you're able to come to the meeting at my house, is about the anointing oil that in the book of Exodus, God explains he wants to have made for the temple. And then Aaron and all the priests were responsible for making this oil. A big part of what was so important about that oil was that it had to be make things safe and healthy for the priests because they were constantly handling blood from all of the sacrifices that they had to make. So there were some dangers about them getting sick or having diseases. And so by having this oil, it protected them from that. So people carried that on throughout time. And nowadays, some of the oils that were used for that anointing oil are rare and expensive and hard to source. So what some companies have done have made a oil that is very similar or as close to as it can be, but is very affordable, and that is the thieves oil that Young Living has. And it's funny because even if people don't have a very broad usage of essential oil, they love the thieves and the thieves products because they know that they keep their family very healthy. So part of the reason I kind of wanted to share this story was we're going to be starting a new school year, and if you're interested in how to keep your family healthy throughout the school year, this is the way to do it. And so how did the thieves name come to be? Because it is kind of a strange name for a helpful product. So how it came to be was for many centuries during the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages and Dark Ages, there were plagues. You know, some of them was like the Black Death and all these other kinds of plagues. And there were these legends of thieves that would steal from people that had just died in the streets or had died in their home and nobody wanted to go near it, but they would go in there and steal from the person or steal from the home. And some of them had been arrested, and a king had discovered that these robbers were actually perfumers and spice traders. And he demanded to know what it was that kept them protected from getting these diseases. And so what it was is that they knew that by using many of these essential oils on their bodies and their clothing, and inhaling them and using them, that they would be protected. Later on, it even became like that there was this whole costume that they would wear. This is from a history book, not from Oil's book. This is from a history book. If you Google it, you'll see. And inside this mask, it was kind of like a very, early aspirator of kind. They would put spices and leaves and flowers that they knew that could protect them, that they would breathe in. And then they would also they would rub those things on this long robe to also protect them from diseases. This actually would be what doctors would wear at one point. Kind of scary, but they knew that by using those things they could protect themselves. And so nowadays you don't have to wear a scary costume. You can just use these oils to protect your family so that you can stay healthy throughout the year. And so I thought that would be just kind of a fun little introductory to something that we would be discussing Thursday night at Mass. Text me or private message me if you have any questions. Have a great night.